Go on. Oh, heavens. I just thought today, instead of coming up to the garden and thinking, oh, this needs doing, that needs doing, the other needs doing, I'm just going to enjoy myself and do a little bit of what I was talking to Rue over at Rue's Life a few days ago, and we were talking about when you can just go shopping in your own garden and just picking what there is to have at that moment and making your meal around it. And so today, I mean, I'm just looking straight away. I can see we've got blackberries, I've got tomatoes, I've got lettuce. I'm going to pick some flowers. I'm going to see what potatoes we have. I can see some peas over there. I can see all these things off camera. So yeah, I just thought you might like to come around with me and just see what I put in my basket. So first stop, the blackberries. I really did underestimate this blackberry arch when we put the blackberries in, because it is just forever sending out new shoots. Oh, look, got blackberry fingers already. Maybe I should have done this last. But yeah, the blackberries aren't a great size, which says to me it needs a bit more of a feed, but just lovely. I mean, I've got to be honest, I've got some growing over the greenhouse just on a bramble that shouldn't be there, and they're a bit bigger than this, but these I've grown myself, and they was meant to get to this sort of stage. So yeah, a little bit more feed in here next year, because they're very, very hungry plants. You can see they're not coming off that easily, which tells me they're not quite ready, but I'll keep going. Okay, so they're not quite ready yet, and they're not quite big enough, but I think if we just put those in a pan with a little bit of sugar and get some ice cream out and put them over the top, oh, it's going to be good. So yeah, pleased with those. And you remember my peas, my 4 pea plants? Well, I've actually been picking these now and just eating them as I'm walking around, because come on, who doesn't enjoy picking things and eating them? They don't even make it home, and especially with peas, especially when you've only got 4 plants, because let's face it, we haven't got enough to make a whole meal. But yeah, I'm trying to pick these with one hand and hold the camera with the other. But oh, these are looking good. I mean, it hasn't even filled. I've got half blackberries there and half peas, but you know what I'm going to do next, don't you? You've got to do this. Oh, this is just one of the best things. I mean, I've got to be honest, time effective wise, they take such a long time to do and to shell and to cook, but just this. That is what it's for. You know what I have just spotted though, and I've been berating the fact that this year we just haven't been able to grow courgettes. I have spotted, oh my goodness. Okay, you're going to say this is a marrow. And yes, it does look like a marrow. It's actually a very, very overgrown, what I think is a Romanesco courgette. So yeah, so I could say it's like a bijou marrow, but really it's just a courgette that missed being picked. Oh, and now there's another one. Here we go. Thing is with these, with the green courgettes, you can't see them next to the leaves. So maybe that's more the size it should be. Maybe that's more the size it should be. Put your comments down below and tell me if it's a courgette or a marrow. But is there any difference anyway? I think I need a bigger trug. Oh. There we go. Look at him. Honestly, it's just regular picking them off, and well, I just put them at the bottom of the hedge, which is probably why they keep coming back, but crikey, they're no end, aren't they? could pick some of the leaves off the purple sprouting, but I'm going to leave them a bit longer. We might still get a few more florets. I mean, there's a little one here that's trying. So yeah, we'll leave him for another day. Can you believe this though? I've even got a few little strawberries there. Not quite ready to pick yet, but we'll leave them for the slugs. Oh yes. Right then, one of the things that we plant each year and never lets us down, oh look, there's a cabbage white, is the chard. I mean, it comes in so many colours and it's just, we absolutely love it. And what we don't have actually, when it gets really, really eaten, I mean, you could still eat it like this, look at it. You could still eat it like that, but let's face it, it's not very appealing. So when it gets like that, it just goes to the chickens, so it is all getting eaten. But my goodness, this stuff, you can just see the colour is just absolutely beautiful. This is about to start going to seed now, I think, but we'll make the most of it while we can, because these are just beautiful, tender, succulent. Can you have succulent chard? Just made that up. Oh, that one's had a bit of a nibble, but yeah, these ones are just gorgeous, not just to look at, but to taste as well. So, and the snails seem to leave them alone. That's not coming off. So that's a little bit of chard in the basket. Nice new leaf there, and a new leaf there. And we'll give some to the chickens in a minute. Oh my goodness, honestly, you won't believe this. Look, this is one of those. It's actually a purple, I'm saying Romanesco a lot, aren't I? It's actually one of those purple Romanesco cauliflowers. And it's done really, really badly, but it has actually got a head. I mean, it's just starting to split now, but I think that's edible. If I don't pick it now, it won't get eaten. So yeah, the thing is, how do you pick it? I don't want to pull the whole lot up because, oh, there we go. Because the leaves are nice as well, but hey, that is an actual, unexpected, slightly gone to seed surprise. Let's just look at the pretty flowers on this one and tell ourselves that one day we will have beans. We have actually got some pods now, but yeah, not quite ready to harvest as yet. I have, however, been able to harvest some from the dead bean side, which was a real treat, which was enough for two of us last night for tea. So yeah, not bad, we're getting there. While I'm here, I may as well get this cabbage. I think this was a greyhound cabbage. This needs to come up off the ground because look, it's just getting gotten by everything. Oh, beautiful, I mentioned this last week, our beautiful Calabas cabbage was so badly mauled by caterpillars that we thought we had a perfect one. It looked like this, but red, as you know. Look, at slugs there. And then right in the centre of it, there was a caterpillar eating it from the inside out, honestly. Makes you wonder about being organic, doesn't it? Blooming caterpillars. Anyway, yeah, that is a nice hearty cabbage. You know what, I was only going to pick enough for tea, but I think this might be the week's shop. But yeah, in the truck. Right, but actually starting to get some tomatoes ripening in the polytunnel, and these ones I tried to pick last week, they weren't quite ready, but now they are beautiful. You know when they're exactly right because the little knuckle, that one isn't, but I'm picking it anyway, the little knuckle where the actual, that bit meets the stem, the calyx is it, will just give really easily. So yeah, so these are the ones from Adi with the beautiful sounding name Grashofka, and I probably even now haven't said that right. But the one I've really been raving about is at the other end of the tunnel. Let me show you. I've become a bit of a tomato bully of late because no one is actually allowed to leave the tunnel without trying one of these absolutely incredible honeycomb. First time for me, the RF1 which is a shame because I won't be able to save the seed, but they are one I will definitely be investing in next year because, oh my goodness, if you thought Sungold was sweet, this is a different league. In fact, it's almost too sweet. You almost feel like, you know, you can have too many of them and they're not good for you. But they are just incredible. So definitely a recommendation for me this year. I mean, I've got plenty more tomatoes to come, but I would absolutely recommend that you try these out if you like sweet tomatoes, because they are absolutely beautiful. And what better to go with your tomatoes than a little bit of basil. This is all going to seed now. So what I can do, but I'm not going to do today, is take the flowers off, and hopefully it'll last a bit longer. But for now, I'm just going to pick enough. That's how you want them really, to take home and enjoy. One of the surprise harvests of this year has been the the gherkins, because, I mean, I've never grown them before. I'm assuming when you get them in a jar, they're no bigger than that, are they? Unless you get giant ones. But these have been great because they are just acting as like mini munch cucumbers, which, to be honest, they might well be, because I don't know where they came from. Actually, Mike did say that he'd sown some, but whether these are they or not, I don't know. But yeah, we're getting so many of these, and they do seem to be incredibly prolific. So the more you pick, the more you seem to get, and you've got to pick them before they get too big. So yeah, I think the slugs have been enjoying some of them as well, mind you, but we're not bothered about slugs, are we? Let's see. Oh, and there's another thing I've forgotten back in the greenhouse, so I'll go back up there now. We have got a few chilies, so yeah, let's go and get them. Okay, so these are the padron peppers I mentioned in last week's tour, and I thought they were getting a bit big, but when I've looked them up, you're meant to get them when they're about 2 inches, so clearly to me that says these are too big. However, I don't think it matters that much. Do you think the bigger that they get, the more hot, or the cooler they... I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to pick the ones off this plant and we'll have a go at just cooking them and seeing how we get on. But I'm saying that won't come off, which is always a sign it's not quite ready. So if you are shouting at the screen, now I can only apologise. I've never done it before. We learn by our mistakes. I've got a weirdy, wonderful one there. But yeah, I think they're ready. Okay, here we go. A little bit more than I was expecting. I'll bring you round and show you. Before I do, I've got one last special thing I've got to harvest. Okay, girls.